So I am a person, basically, I love to journal. So whatever I feel, you can actually, around my mirror, you can see all these write-ups, like, okay, I'm feeling happy, it's all done, all is done. If I have a friend, I should do anything and everything for him or her. And you forget yourself in the process. Not needed. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Manifesta podcast. And I must say, before beginning this episode, that I'm really, really grateful to all my viewers for taking their time to see the first episode. And we had such amazing feedbacks. And we have a lot of queries, and which we will be clarifying in the second episode today. And what are we going to speak today is something very interesting. Okay. So first we'll be starting out like how to write a journal, and the manifesting journal rather. And second, we'll be talking a little bit about angel numbers, which is also an interesting topic. And the third topic is going to be a surprise.
So Chechi, I want to ask you, how does it differ, or what is the difference between diary writing and manifesting journal?
Okay, a very good question, because many viewers have asked me. Now, just to show, like this is a very very special journal for for me, at least, I must say. You can see it has got a lock and key and all that.
So that because, no one will see it?
Yeah, maybe, today when I go back home, probably my son will open that and read, or my daughter might be curious to know what is it.
Okay.
Well, yes, whenever I begin to write a journal, in fact, I always believe that it is going to happen. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, coming to the difference of writing a diary and writing a manifesting journal, when this is what I believe, when you write a diary, you're just writing moments. Randomly, you're just jotting down whatever happened every day. Okay. So, but when you write a manifesting journal, you are putting down your goals. Probably it could be even affirmations.
Okay.
But whatever you write, you are writing with a hell lot of feelings into it. Okay.
That's the key.
That is the key.
Okay.
You're just bringing in all your feelings into writing each word. That's how you should be writing the manifesting journal. Okay. You must have those feelings. You must feel that, these are the goals which are going to get fulfilled. Okay, so that's the crux of writing a good manifesting journal.
Okay, so the crux is feeling and believe that it's fulfilled.
It's fulfilled.
In simple words.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So I did give Ginny a small homework that day before, after we left.
Yeah.
And so how did you start your manifesting journal?
Okay, so I started this is my journal book. And
I love that cover.
Thank you.
It says grateful.
And very recently, I started to write this journal book. Manifesting journal. And in my first page, I have written some affirmations that I'm ready to receive what I desire, and planting my dreams into reality. So some sort of affirmations that I've written. So every time when I read, or whenever I open this book, I read all these affirmations so that it brings a positive energy or a positive change in my mind. And then in the next page, after writing down all the affirmations, I've write down my goals or my desires for whatever I need. Okay. So these are my goals. I cannot show you. And then from the next page, I have written, like you said, how I feel about it. What's my feeling about the goal that I have? And then I wrote down it has been fulfilled. So feeling and fulfilled. That's it.
Yeah, so that's how you do it. Okay, now just to explain the process, first of all, I need to say that you can write your journal in whichever way you love. Okay. There is no hard and fast rule that, you need to follow this method or you need to write it this way. I believe you can do it your way.
I think this was my second question. What methods are there for writing the
Exactly.
journal?
Now, I love one method, that is the 369 method. Okay. Now starting, red is my favorite color, like you
wow.
can see. Okay. And I love,
And you're wearing a red dress.
yes, I'm wearing red. Yeah. Because I don't know, for some reason, red gives me a lot of energy.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what the color denotes as such, but
Okay.
then for me, red gives me a lot of positive energy. Okay, now in this journal, like I'll just read out. Before, very important, okay? Now, I always treat my journal as a magic book. Now, what do I mean by that? Even before opening, I feel that, whatever I write in this journal, it's going to be done. Okay, that must be the first feeling. This is what I believe. Okay, now everybody can, anyone can do it their own way. But for me, I always believe that when the moment I open this and I start writing, it just happens. Okay, and I have got experiences. Some goals get fulfilled quite fast, some
Okay.
take time. Okay. And I always believe that, like when things take time, it is not really a denial. It is maybe a proper guidance. It's teaching you something. It's teaching you a lesson to wait, have more patience.
Okay.
But at the end of it, you do get it. Okay,
Okay.
that's what I believe. Now, I have seen a lot of affirmations. Many of them are not mine exactly. I've taken ideas from the affirmations which I see in the YouTube channel and all that. And I love writing down quotes which I see. Very important, it's good that you have this habit of writing. But some people don't love. They're not really into writing. They can just type it down or something. But keep it all safe. That's the crux of it. Okay. So I have written, I'm open and ready for miracles, happiness, and answered prayers. That's the first thing what I've written. So I always make sure that, I read these affirmations. Like, I believe something wonderful is going to happen to me today. What I seek, seeks me. My favorite. Okay, that is something which I, saw somewhere. I don't really remember where. It often just comes in my mind as well. And I am, I really believe in the divine energy. And so I say that God protects me, God guides me. Okay, and there's a small, I don't know if it's a prayer, but then, it's something which, beginning what I say to God, God, ignite the fire within me to share my story boldly, knowing that your light shines brightest in the depths of my experiences. This is not mine. I took it out from, something which I saw. But
Can we post stickers or anything in this?
Anything, Ginny, anything, whatever you want to, like, however you want to make this journal look interesting for you. It should convince you in your own ways.
Okay.
Like I said, be it stickers, be it colors. I love the color red. So, if you see, like, most of the things I've written in red, I love the color red. So that brings in a lot of, but yeah, I've read that, different colors denote different things. But what I believe is, if red gives you happiness, if black is going to give you happiness, if blue is going to give you happiness, please do go ahead with that. There's no specific ink. Like, that was one question which I got.
Specific color.
Yeah, that's one question which I got. Like, is there a specific color to write? What if I don't have a red pen? What if I don't have? Nothing is going to happen.
Okay.
The basic thing is, you've got to align yourself. When you write the goals, you've got to align yourself with your purpose. That's all what matters. How well you can peacefully align yourself. Now, if you're in a very rubbled mood, you're very nervous and you're still writing something, might not click because your mind is not aligned to your purpose. Okay.
So basically, we need to be like very patient and calm whenever you write.
Yeah, it's always, you should be in a happiness mode. Okay. So that mode is very important, that you get into that mode of happiness to actually get into the alignment with yourself and your goal. Okay, so that is very, very important.
Okay.
Something which I feel, and also I've written, I think the first thing what I've written is, I'm open and ready to enjoy the happiness of all my answered prayers. That is the first, I don't know if it's a goal. See, it's not necessary that you have to always write your goal. It can be also something which you want to feel. Like this line, okay? I'm open and ready to enjoy the happiness of all my answered prayer. Before
Yes,
a day starts,
Yeah.
you keep writing that. I've written in the 369
Something
method.
that we want to improve in our life, can we write it?
Anything. Your journal is your thoughts, your feelings. It's very personal for you. Okay. Now, if you want to keep it so personal, always get journals with a lock and key and all that. I mean, like, if you're thinking that, like, okay, it has to be very personal, I don't want anybody to read it. Now, this book, anybody can open and read.
Yes.
It's like very, even if my kids would just come and, start reading it, they would only feel happier reading each page.
Okay.
Like, I've written, today is the most magical day of my life. And 6 times I've written, all simply loved my energy. And then I've written like 9 times, I'm always loved and I'm grateful for this wonderful moment.
Okay.
So it just, the fun part of these affirmations is like the moment you write and you literally feel it, you will automatically see the day getting better and better. Okay. So some believe in saying robotic affirmations. Okay. Just keep repeating it. Well, for some reason, I don't do that. Like, because some way I feel that when you just keep repeating those affirmations, and if you don't put in that feeling into it, does it work?
Okay.
So there itself, I'm a little confused. So I don't usually do that.
So robotic affirmations is something that we can say anytime. Like
You
whenever,
just keep, like a robot. Like you just keep, you just keep repeating that
There is no
affirmation every
time
day.
and
Like,
any-
I'm
yeah.
happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. Like,
Yeah.
okay, or all is well, all is well. And you just keep saying that.
Yes, yeah,
Okay, every time.
Yeah.
So I am a person, basically, I love to journal. So whatever I feel, you can actually, around my mirror, you can see all these write-ups, like, okay, I'm feeling happy. It's all done. All is done. Everything, you can just see all that on my mirror. So I'm a person who loves to write.
Okay.
Rather than just talking about it or telling in my mind, I love jotting it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is the best time to write the journal?
Nothing. Absolutely. But what I believe, either before going to bed, so that, like before you sleep, you're like falling into that, that time zone of, you're free, you're relaxed, and you would just want to be in good thoughts. That's what, like you would have heard parents saying, sleep after saying your prayers.
Yes.
Okay. They always say, get up, wake up with prayers. It just, it makes your subconscious mind think about all the good things. That's the crux of it. Okay. But it's all up to you. When you want to do it, how you want to do it. That's what I believe. No, I don't know if there's some typical way of doing things and all that. But I believe that, do it your way.
Okay.
The moment you do it your way, you're loving it, right?
Okay,
like if you follow some kind of a method and all that, you're like forcing yourself. Now this 369 method is, I'm not forcing myself to do it. I love doing it that way. Okay. Now the first 3 times, like, I just write what I, like, I was so crazy one day, like, I thought, I just wanted some money. Okay. So, so suddenly I was like, okay, money comes to me in an unexpected and miraculous way.
Okay. So when you say about this 369 method, is it something that you follow like morning, afternoon, night, something like that?
People say that you can write first 3 times in the morning and then in the mid-afternoon.
I've heard it in many
and
videos.
then in the night.
Yeah.
I don't always follow that.
Okay.
I just probably at one, again, whatever these methods, what I believe is like, it's making your mind always think about it.
Okay. Because I think this would be a biggest confusion amongst the people, like people, especially like people who does a 9 to 5 job. How would they write like a 369 method? I mean,
so that's exactly
morning
what I
they
said.
will be in a hurry. They cannot write like three times.
Exactly. And when you're tuning your mind to that, it's like it's like a punishment for you that, oh my God, if I don't write in the morning, what happens?
Yeah.
If you don't write in the afternoon, okay, I forgot to write in the afternoon. So now what?
Yes.
So whatever you've written happily, it's like it's all getting tarnished. So I would basically say that don't follow something like that. Do it your way. You love writing, write it down.
Okay.
You want to think about it day and night, do it that way.
Okay.
Or that's the way. The whole point is that you've got to think about it. You just believe that it's all going to be done. Okay, leave it easy. Now, what I used to do in the beginning is like I used to chase things. I used to literally chase things. I used to write a goal and I was like, wait, okay, when is it happening? When is it happening? When? So your mind is like literally chasing about it.
Okay.
Stop doing that.
Okay.
Okay. Let it just, let yourself attract those things and, leave it easy. Once you write the goal, think about it. Think that, it'll be done. That's
Okay.
it. Don't go pondering behind
We need
it.
to dream about it, or
A dream as in, you can think about it. You can also like, that answers or, mellows down to the point of visualizing.
Yes.
I love doing that. I love doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. You visualize that your goal is done. Like you would have heard celebrities saying that, you go to the mirror and you just behave as if you like, you just magically think that, you got this award. I used to do that.
Okay.
I used to really do that. Because I was, Ginny, I was a very shy person.
Yeah.
And I was not really into extracurricular activities and all that. But then, at some point of time, I used to just visualize, okay, I'm getting this award. I'm getting that award. And,
That happened.
That happened.
Yeah.
That magically happened.
Yes.
It's not that, if I don't get the award, what's going to happen? That's not the thing. It's like a desire, okay. Yeah, what if I just get this award? And, you act as if you're in the mirror and you're just holding that and all. That happened. Yeah, I mean, I used to do that. I used to do that. And magically, it did happen.
Okay.
Okay, so visualization is a good way.
Okay.
Like, if people who don't want to write in a journal, you can just think about it. Visualize that, like, okay, you're a millionaire. See, when you say that, okay, yeah, Shiny can say, visualize you're a millionaire. What if that millions don't come? See, that again gives you a doubt.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, I always believe that whenever you want something, it would just flow to you.
Okay.
If you have aligned yourself with that purpose, genuinely and honestly. If you're using that energy to destroy somebody, no, it's not going to work. Many a times, people talk about, think that, I just wished, this thing happened and let me just think about it again and again and again. But that will only cause your self-destruction. Okay, that's also dangerous.
Yeah.
That can happen.
Good point.
That can happen, like, okay, I just want her to like just go really bad, really bad. You think like that and you will automatically see that you're becoming that way.
Yeah.
That's, whatever this is something which I believe, whatever you're thinking for the other person, okay, make it, think like positive, think genuine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
think genuine. And that is my last, this we'll be talking in the end.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's all about journal. Like I said, whatever you write in the journal, put it all with your true feelings into it. Okay, when you write even one line that today is going to be a good day, believe that it's going to be.
Believe, feel
Everything, just believe the divine energy that, it's all going to go good.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Not easy. Easy. Like when you're having a very tough day in the morning, you get firings from your boss and you just say, oh, okay, all is well. Maybe, you'll have, but come back to that mode of happiness. Try to come back to that mood. That's what I do. Whenever I feel very dejected, my kids can definitely see me writing in the journal something, that the moment I just open the book, my mood changes. Why? Because I believe that whatever I'm going to write here, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So it's just, people say you're tricking your mind. No, I would not say tricking your mind. It is like you're believing that. You're not really tricking your mind. You're not, they say that, okay, fake it till you make it. But I would say, there's something like fake it till you make it. You just keep saying it and it just happens. Yeah. But I feel, it's not really faking. It's like you're just honestly believing that's going to happen. That's how you should be thinking about it. Yeah.
Okay. Chechi, I have a question. Like whenever we select a journal book, how it should be? Because I like something like really floral things. So I chose a book which is like floral and grateful, something like that. So whenever we select a journal book, how it should be?
Well, again, the same thing, the same thought. Like I said, anything which is appealing to your eyes. Okay, anything which keeps you motivated. Now, like you said, you like floral designs. Okay, now I like the color red. So you can, it doesn't have to be really something like this, a book. It can be papers. It can be probably small chits, which whom, many people, at least, sometimes I stick these sticky notes
Yeah.
on my mirror. That also gives me a lot of positive energy. So,
Okay.
and I write on it.
Okay, some people have the doubt whether they can they select a diary.
Yeah, when
just
you
to
say
start.
a journal, like when you say a journal, like a typical journal is like a diary.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, but when you feel like writing something positive, anything, you can write it down anywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
And also one more question is that can we write the to do or something like that in a journal, or should we maintain a different book like a planner or a to do list book?
I would write everything in my personal journal, my manifesting journal, because that is something which is going to decide my day.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to like attach my feelings into it. So I would not have many books. Like if this book finishes, then I go to the next journal.
Okay.
It is not like I have a journal for this. I have like subject books.
Okay,
No,
because
I
I've
don't.
seen some people carrying it to do a planner book like separate,
to
and
them.
then
Like,
like
yeah.
a great, journal book. So
Up to them. Now I'm basically a person who would want to finish one journal and then go to the next. Like I
Okay,
said,
good,
it's
yeah.
all up to you. It's all up to your choices, because whenever you pick up that book, it should give you a good note,
good
happiness,
feeling.
a good feeling. Okay. Now, it's not that, like whatever you write in the journal should be all happiness things. Some people write, like letters to the universe. Have you heard about that?
Yes,
Like,
I have done it personally.
Even
yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
So in that, probably it's not all good things which you're writing. You're like you're talking about your feelings, how depressed you felt.
Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of it, you're going to convert that into a happiness mode again.
Okay. Yeah.
Like you're going to think that everything is going to be moved out and you're just going to be happy. Okay. So the crux is, what makes your mind peaceful? Obviously, negativity, I don't think makes anybody's mind peaceful.
Yeah.
So the end of journaling or any method which you choose should keep you focused, aligned, and calm towards your goals. Okay, whatever you think in mind, there should be an alignment there. That's all. So, like answering to your question, journal is, if you love floral, you're free to buy a floral book. If you want, like, your book is very perfect to your likes,
Yeah.
grateful,
Yeah.
gratitude, everything. Now when I look at this book, I feel very calm. Like, okay, I love the nature. So this book has a lot of things, trees, birds. But my second book is like red. I love the color red. So you can have, I would say, do not go monotonous in having the same. I've seen people having the same kind of diaries every time. If they love that, please go ahead.
Okay.
But I prefer having something different with different moods, like, now this is like, it follows the nature theme. This is something very close to me, red color. Okay. Red color book. So you can have journals like that also.
Another thing is there any age limit or anything for starting or writing a journal?
Absolutely nothing. Life
Okay.
experiences come to you
Okay.
in all ages.
Okay.
Oh, it's just that, like you learn something new. I just got to know about this manifestations and all these things like probably, let's say now a year back.
Okay.
Or maybe a little more before. Okay, so from then I started journaling.
Okay.
Now, did I journal before? Of course I did. Because like I said, I loved writing. And do you manifest every day? Of course you do. It's just that we were not aware of that. Okay. Now, what is manifestation? Many people asked. What I think is creating something. Okay, you have your goals, you're creating, but you're working for it as well. Okay, you're creating different ways how to get that goal done.
Okay. Because I'm sure that people whomever view this podcast, there would be like some school going children. So do you have any advice like to start journaling? how to start journal writing for them?
Very interesting question. Recently, I went to a school and I was given a set of kids, like I had to talk something motivational to them. But and they were not very older children. Okay, they were in the 3rd grade. So I was just thinking, okay, what do I do to make them interact? Okay. Now, I told them, please take a sheet of paper and write your 5 goals in it.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind
Probably
of a
that would
journaling.
be
Okay?
like, I want to become teacher,
Yes.
doctor, engineer,
Now,
or maybe actor.
What I told them is when you write those 5 goals in it, just believe that whatever you're going to write in that book, or, some had a book, like a rough note or, a paper. And I said, make it as attractive as possible.
Okay.
And write the 5 goals and believe that you're going to get it.
Okay. So how did they?
It was amazing. There was one particular child who really, felt me. I mean, I just felt so happy reading that.
Okay.
Her first line was, I want to make the whole world happy.
Oh, wow.
I hope she is able to do that.
But that's
a thought
something different.
Which is very different.
Yeah, very different.
At least,
that doesn't
Ginny,
come from
that
everyone.
would not be my first goal.
Yeah.
Right?
Same here. Yeah.
So, okay, though she was in the 3rd grade, now she was thinking about something really big. Okay. Big. So then there was somebody who's written that I want to be a trillionaire.
Oh,
okay.
Not even a billionaire.
Not even a billionaire. He wanted to be a trillionaire. Okay. Now, there were some kids who've written that I want to be very beautiful. So, so there, what I did is I sparked something like, okay, you start writing. Okay. So they told me like, ma'am, can I just take it home? I said, please take it home, make it really attractive, stick it on your mirror or somewhere where you always, visit, like any place. Now another question, okay? There was one viewer who asked me like, okay, when it comes to journaling, like how can you, is there a particular place you need to sit and write that, your journals, okay? I would say yes. Why? Because that's again your choice. Do not go to chaotic places and write journals because your mind keeps wavering. Okay. Yeah. So always choose a place. Like I have a place at home, like where I would sit there calmly. Okay. After my kids go to school. So that's the time when I journal. And also before sleeping. Okay. So I would choose that place. So the idea is whenever I sit at that place, the energy is different. Right? You believe that, okay, fine, whatever I'm going to write here is going to happen.
Okay.
So that you can. It's not necessary. If you're a person who can multitask and do things in together, I'm really not a person like that. Okay. So I need some peace.
We are living in Dubai and most of us are staying in an apartment.
Yeah.
So some of us would not have an ideal place.
Yes.
So can we write it being in a dining table or bed or normal study table?
The idea is any place which gives you peace. Okay, now writing, when you're writing that, like for that few minutes, be at peace. Yeah. Like don't engage yourself into something else. Suddenly you want to like go to the kitchen, you want to do that. Find your, me time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you sit and do that. That's when the magic happens.
I hope everything is very clear about the journaling.
I hope. Now we will get feedbacks now.
My
like
next
later.
question to you is regarding the interesting topic and which I love the most, which I see the most is the angel numbers.
Yeah.
So
I
want the viewers to know about the angel numbers because viewing the last video, many people have asked me, what are you talking about this angel numbers? How do you see it? What are these angel numbers?
Okay.
So can you please explain about the angel numbers?
Angel numbers, I believe that from the name itself suggests that, it's numbers which shows that angels are guiding you. Yeah. This is my kind of a definition, okay? It's like, I choose to believe that way. Like when you go to the technical part of it, I don't know, I wouldn't, it's another, discussion altogether. So to make it sweet and short, it's like when you see these kind of numbers, like every number has some meaning to it. Yeah. Okay, I would just read through that. Every number has that. But what in general, what does it show for me, it is like these numbers show that there's a divine energy guiding you towards something, connecting you to the spiritual world, all those things. Okay, like I said, like when you told me that, Chechi, I see 1111. So I said, oh my God, you're such a spiritual being. That's the first thing what I told her. And, very surprising about Ginny is she is surprising, miraculous, or whatever word you want to say. Like everything is connected to that 1111, right? I think I sent you the podcast video at 1111. I didn't even know that.
You
but
didn't
then
even notice it,
she
but
took a screenshot and sent it away.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I have written few of those. When you see 111 or 1111, this is your sign to manifest your dreams. And I remember telling her that, okay, this is the day like where you start thinking that, you're going to manifest your dreams.
Okay.
Start dreaming, start believing that it's all done. Now, 222 is, again, they say it's alignment. You're in the right place at the right time. Okay. Now, 333, it's more like support. You're being sent guidance and strength. Okay. If you're seeing a lot of threes. Okay. Now, if you're seeing fours, it is protection, building a strong foundation, and so continue to move forward, saying that, okay, you're in the right path, you're being protected, so move forward. Okay. And when you see fives, it is transformation, like it's denoting a change is occurring, preparing for a massive shift.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Now, if you see six, then it's like many six, refocus. Your thoughts and direction need adjustment. It's time to reconnect within. I see that.
Okay.
a lot of times. Okay. Because, and I see that when I'm really disturbed. Okay. Many times I see that when I'm really disturbed. And 7, my favorite number, one of my favorite numbers, prosperity. Be open to receive abundance. Okay. That's one of my favorite numbers. 8, many 8s, balance. You're in harmony with your thoughts, action, and universe.
Okay.
And 9s, again, one of my favorite numbers. Because I love the number 3, 6, and 9. Okay. So, and even 7. 7 also is pretty lucky for me, I should say. 9 is release. You're completing a cycle and it's time to level up. Okay. Sometimes you see zeros. It's like, you start again, like, you build something new. You can connect to that. Okay. Now, these are the angel numbers, and I'll be putting that in the podcast at the end. We will have, so that if people don't want to like listen to the entire thing, they can just view it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's more about
the angel numbers.
Angel numbers is like angels guiding you, or, it's like a message from the spiritual.
So whenever we see this kind of numbers and what we should think, or how can we align it to our...
Like I said, every number has a meaning.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's again like, these numbers are always there. It's just that, your views suddenly click into that. Okay, that's all what's happening.
Most of the viewers would have like when they can see, because in the last video I said like I usually sit in the laptop or in the watch or maybe number plates or wherever I pass.
You just see it repeat in a repeating mode. Every time you can just see these numbers.
Other than that, can it be seen on anything else, like
any place where numbers are there? You can just see these these numbers appearing.
Okay.
It can be, like I said, like you said, number plates or clocks. Like when I send you that podcast, the time there, 11:11.
Yeah.
So it can just keep appearing to you. At the end of the day, you don't have to wait for an angel number to make you feel that you're spiritually connected to the divine.
I think whenever we see an angel number, we get a thought that we are being aligned, we are being divinely protected.
It brings you more positivity.
Yeah, angel protectors. So that's what I believe. And whenever I see such kind of numbers, I always think about my goals. Also, that it has been fulfilled. And I always say thank you. That's what I do whenever I see
just an indication.
Yeah.
It's just an indication.
But whenever I see that kind of numbers, I always believe that, whatever is my goal, that is going to get, that is going to happen. So, Yeah.
So if that is the feeling which you get, then it's good.
Yes.
Like
I
but,
always feel that.
but then it's not necessary that only if you see angel numbers,
Yeah.
you are divinely protected. It's always there. But when you see these numbers, you get very curious.
Yes.
You get fascinated. Oh my God,
I
why am I
always feel
seeing
so
this?
happy.
Yeah.
The feeling is for me, it's like happy and blessed. That's the
And some viewers
Yeah.
might be, even curious. Like,
Yeah.
after hearing the last episode, like there were a few of my friends who came to me and, like they said that, okay, Shiny, I see these kind of numbers. So it's like, it arouses a curiosity
Yes, yeah.
when you keep seeing these repetitive numbers. Okay. So it's just that you are divinely protected. Think.
yeah.
Otherwise, also you are.
Yeah.
For sure you are. But then, these numbers give you a little more of happiness. Yeah.
Okay, the next question or the very interesting question for you is how about the relationships, friends and backstabbing of friends?
Okay. Now, a very interesting topic
Yeah.
because I think we all have experiences on that. But what I have, if you're thinking that okay, I should give you an advice, okay, or an eye-opening liner, if you're looking at that, I would say that never overdo anything in life. Okay, never expect so much, never overdo. Like you might think that, okay, when I have a friend, I should do anything and everything for him or her. And you forget yourself in the process. Not needed.
Okay, I think expectation.
Expectation, and please think of yourself first. Might sound a little selfish here, but then always think of yourself first, and then you care for your friend. If you go that way, then backstabs, hurting, everything will be at a minimal rate. Okay, you will not get hurt. Yeah. That is one lesson which I learned. Never overdo. And we will talk about it probably in the coming episodes a little more in detail, because I understand that this is a topic which everyone would love to listen to.
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed.
Yeah. So let's wind up this session, and I hope and pray
Yeah.
that whatever we have said in this podcast brings a little bit of inspiration to all our viewers. And so let's say bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care.